Hi, I'm DJ with Kite Paddle Surf here in beautiful Bellingham. I'm down here in Squalicum Harbor. I'm going to kind of go through your different options for leashes in the wing foiling sport. So you have both the leash for the wing, and then after that I'll show you the leash options that you have for the board. This is the Ozone Flux. Generally every wing currently sold on the market will come with one type of leash or the other. The main thing with the wing right now is the kind of debate between a wrist leash and a waist leash. I'm definitely a waist leash fan. The Ozone Flux does come with their own waist leash. It's actually a super solid leash system with a swivel in place. This one's just taken off the wing so I can show you another option to use with your leashes that you attach to the wing. Normally, if you just want this full-time on the wing, you would just loop this through this looped piece that's on the wing. Or if you buy this little thing, this is kind of a universal leash attachment for wings, very similar to kind of a pigtail in kiteboarding. But this allows me that if I just do my lark's head, I can attach my leash very, very quickly to this wing. And then if I need to move it to another wing, I can just pop it right off and use the same leash. So the other option, and some wings come with this, or there are aftermarket versions, this is the standard wrist leash. This is Nash's coiled wrist leash. Some people really like this because then the leash attachment to the wing is directly on a limb, so I can kind of pull that wing towards me. What really bothers me in terms of the wrist leash is if I have to paddle to something, especially when it's windy, the one arm, which would be my left hand, that I would wear the wrist leash on, then kind of gets pulled a little bit by the wing as the lift of the wing pops off the water and pulls behind me. But functionally very great. A lot of people love the wrist leash. It's just I'm more of a waist leash guy. Here's an upgraded waist leash option from Armstrong. This one is definitely a little more for an advanced rider. It does have a release system. This is so if you're in waves or somewhere where you are having issues with the wing and safety or getting wrapped, you know, that type of situation, much like a kite leash, I can simply release it. Here's the standard Armstrong wrist leash. This is what would come with their beautiful new XPS wing. Great option, very simple. Because of the kind of advancement in wing foiling that maybe 50% of riders are now riding in some type of harness, there are options to attach your permanent leash to your harness system. So for this, we'd want the pigtail to go onto the wing. And then with our harness, this is the Mystic Wingman. This is the harness that when I ride in a harness I do use. And this universal leash option from PKS. These are super solid leashes. I'm going to attach via lark's head to my harness. And this is the one that I would just leave in place as I move from wing to wing. So I would just have this harness on all the time. And then what I'll have to do is simply lark's head it to my quick pigtail on my wing. And then I can move my harness with my leash from wing to wing without having to switch wings or to undo any parts here. It's a very quick way to change your leash system from wing to wing. And this would also work great with a wrist leash system. So you can just have one leash that you use for all your wings. So that's kind of what we have with the kind of standard connection to our wing. So the other leash that we ride in the sport is our attachment to the board. Attachment to the ankle or calf for some places, but it's an attachment to the leg, either via a coiled leash or a straight leash. The other option, and we don't have one here, is an attachment of the board also to your waist leash or to your harness. Personally, I don't like that because I do like to be able to control the board with being able to pull my foot towards me, and I can bring that board to me while the wing is still away. The advantage of the coiled leash, and these attach just like a surf leash. They'll attach through this Velcro system through your cord into the leash plug. The coiled leash, the idea behind this is it doesn't drag in the water. So you won't have any drag on your foot that you attach the board to. It stays kind of up in the air. These kind of hang off, but they don't engage the water, so you don't catch seaweed in these. They stay clear of the water. I'm not a huge fan of the coil leash because these have kind of sprung back and hit me with the board a few times. Personally, I'm more of the standard surf leash. You know, pretty much in that 5 to 7 foot range. that board will stay very close to you, but it just doesn't spring back. And to me, it just kind of sticks out there and stays. And then when I need to pull it, I can just bring it back with my foot. So if you have any questions for us at Kite Paddle Surf, send us an email, call us at 360-775-2741, or send us a chat while we're online. And you can see in the links below, we'll have links to all this gear. Thank you very much for watching this video.